Ah, hello. What's up,
Hello,
everyone?
everybody.
It's me, Mr. And today we have a special guest, and our guest's name is.
Where's my legs?
By the way, I can't hear you.
Hello?
Can you speak closer to the mic?
Hello?
Okay, yeah, that works.
I'm like really close to the microphone. Maybe. Yeah, I'm really close to the microphone. Hello, everybody. I seem to have lost my legs.
You seem to have lost your
Yeah,
legs.
I know. I've lost my legs. I
Oh,
got no legs.
yes. What
But don't
happened
worry.
to that?
Don't.
What happened to your
Don't
legs?
worry. I'm like Professor Savior.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to your legs?
I have I am like Professor Xavier. I have my own special chair. You just can't see because it's really small.
So, yeah, I see.
Yup.
So, today we have a guest, someone whose legs are
Yes.
quite small. But
Oh
for some
no.
reason, he's still taller than me. Of
Oh my
course,
god.
Mr. Nasi Lemak. How tall do you expect me to be?
Oh my god.
But yes, how are you doing? How are you doing, Dylus?
I'm doing fine. Yeah, I just came back from lunch and also thank you for inviting to me to my show. This show. My
To
brain's
my
not working.
show, I see. In that
Yeah,
case, we're
sorry.
gonna switch roles, and instead of being the host for
No.
this Unnamed Podcast, since it's the 40th episode, we're gonna have this guy as the host. Why not?
All right, everybody. I am the host for today's podcast. Today we'll be asking mysterious some questions. Number one.
Number one,
what
yes.
are your,
Feel free to
number one
ask.
are your what's your opinion on hot dogs?
Hot dogs?
Hot dogs. Yeah.
What type of hot dogs? Are you talking about like po' boys? Are you talking about like regular hot dogs? Are you talking about
We-
like
We're,
the
we're gonna be
small?
talking about we're gonna be talking about German hot dogs. Never mind. You take back
Ah,
the reins. This is supposed to be
wieners
like some
then.
kind of ad lib bit. No, no, no. Take back the reins. I'm not supposed to be here.
Also, welcome, Kuroji.
Yes, hello, welcome Kuroji. Welcome to the stream. I am losing my mind because I don't
You're
know
the
what to
host
say.
of the unnamed podcast.
No, no, no. You are the host. You're
No,
the host.
are you
You're for
sure? I mean, you have more charm to say.
no. You're forcing this onto me.
Come on, you said it was my show, so quote unquote.
No, that's just me losing my tongue. I gotta lose my tongue, man.
So first you lose your legs, now you lose your tongue. What else are you going
Yeah.
to do?
I lost my hand. I actually have lost
Let
my
me
hand.
let me actually
Oh
check.
my god. Anyway, thanks for inviting me to this show. I followed this show for quite a fair bit, and I actually am a huge fan of how you conduct your interviews with I mean not interviews, your podcast with several other VTubers from Malaysia and other places, I believe, right? So I'm super excited to be here actually.
Once again, no, I think the roles are reversed. I'm actually your biggest fan. Like I enjoy
Stop
your
it!
writing streams, and
Ah!
I enjoy how you wear a crocodile on top of your head. It
Oh
is
my
like
god!
as you said, some girl said, quote unquote cute.
No, no. You know what? I'm gonna play a sound effect that really suits my mood right now. Here it is.
Sure. I can't really hear it. Do you mind like bass
No,
boosting?
stop. No, what is going on? Why is this happening to me?
Ah yes.
The SpongeBob sound. Hey, please take back the rose, please. I don't want this anymore. I'm in the spotlight. I can't do this again.
What did you mean you're in the spotlight? The guest is usually in the spotlight, so
No, no, no. I mean, like. Okay. My brain is dying. So, yeah, I'm honored to be a guest on your show.
wait, I thought
I
I
hope
was
I'm
the
still
guest on your show.
no, no. I'm kidding. Ah! Ah! I'm crying. I'm screaming into my pillow.
In a way, this is
What?
fun. We could
This
actually
is not
technically
fair.
do this for like an hour or so, but I feel like the viewers will get bored.
Oh my.
if we do have viewers, thank you very much. So moving on for topics, right? You're saying food, right? What do you have for lunch?
I had chicken rice in Petaling Jaya. There is a one very good coffee shop that I've been there since I was a kid, and they sell very good chicken rice. I think the best part is the pork. Oh, I can't say this.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's the haram stream. Remember, as we say
It's
on
not.
here, I'm quite haram. I'm quite haram. I live the haram life.
Whoa,
But yes,
whoa! You're gonna get yourself banned from doing that, man.
I
Nah,
live
I'm
the
just kidding.
haram life, but in a
I
halal
love
way.
the. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I just had chicken rice. It's nothing. I'm not a man that doesn't complicate my meals. If it's chicken rice and it's good, I will take it.
Chicken rice is not bad, also. I mean,
It's
like the
pretty
flavor
simple.
of the rice is delicious. The chicken rice is like elevated, let's say, because of like
Kimchi.
the what is it? The the umami flavor of the rice.
Umami flavor?
Apparently how they describe like the taste of protein is umami.
Umami. I actually need to look it up. What is umami?
Wait, Rio is
Umami. No. Umami is savoriness, but
yeah,
it's
savory,
something
but
I
then
don't.
like the chicken rice is quite savory, don't you think?
Yeah. It's savory. It lasts in your mouth for a long time because of the ketchup as well. Ketchup, the
Technically
chicken fat they
ketchup
will
is
use.
umami, but then I describe it as sweet though.
Rio is nasi lemak. Shouldn't be haram.
That's
I mean
true.
they have. They have several places around KL where they serve pork nasi lemak. It's wild boar nasi lemak. Yeah, it's pretty
Or you could say
interesting.
because I'm talking right now, it's already haram, it's cursed.
Yeah, it pretty much is. So yeah, that's what I had for lunch.
Hmm. I'm glad to hear. Maybe I should reach out and interview the coffee shop next time.
Oh no.
We can promote it and
It,
then
it,
just like, hey, by the way, did you know that you guys have a really famous attendee that goes to your guys' shop usually since you're a child? The name is Eiten
um
Dylus.
no, stop. I'm not that famous, but I take what I can, but uh, I'm just being a bit weird.
I mean, it's not necessarily that you're like not famous, but once again, you can't call yourself small anymore. I mean, you're quite
I'm
tall.
I'm don't start me in with the physical part. That's what I'm gonna
I
get
mean,
real
it's true
mad.
though. You're like,
I'm gonna get
although
real
it's
mad.
small in my opinion,
Real
even though I'm
becoming a
shorter
food
than you.
reviewer. See,
I
yeah,
mean,
all the people
178 is
he,
quite tall for Malaysians.
yeah, it's like all the people he interviews are very tasty.
Comparing himself to other nasi lemak. Well, yeah, compared to other nasi lemak, I'm probably taller than them. Probably because I'm actually
Oh my
human.
god.
Believe it or not. Though food review, I think it'll be interesting though.
Yeah, food
Like,
review is because Malaysia has like a dearth of like food that because I have expanded taste palettes. No
hmm,
offense, you can actually have like a wider variety of food to taste. Not entirely clean, even by our standards, but it's very interesting. You can go around. I think pork has a lot of places where you can go in and they're prepared very specially. There is braised pork. There is roasted pork. I mean, it's like chicken. There's a lot of ways you can prepare chicken. Pork also is the same way,
You could have
and you
like
and you
crackling pork.
yes, crackling pork is very good for Chinese New Year as well as family
Hmm.
gatherings. And then you have places that experiment with wild boar. Wild boar is a different topic from pork because pork is raised on a farm, right? Wild boar
Mm-hmm.
can be the same, but their meat is a lot more tougher and juicy. But you
Oh,
have to chew it. You have to chew it like you have to chew it like mutton. I don't remember what meat is very lean. You have to chew it until it like breaks your teeth.
I don't mind that. I like chewy food.
Oh no, he likes chewy food.
I also
Oh
like crunchy
no.
stuff.
Yeah, pretty much that's it, lah. Because yeah, it's very fascinating. You can see all the multiple ways pork is prepared all across the non-halal stores, and in that case,
You
yeah.
mean the haram stores?
Okay, I see haram store. I see.
I
pretty
mean,
much yeah,
here's the thing: if it's not halal, it's haram, right? Technically.
yeah, that's pretty true. That's pretty true. So
Also,
yeah, that's
welcome,
pretty much.
Meowcat Max. Welcome to my void. How are you doing?
Welcome to the void with Mysterio and his guest Ethan Dylus just here talking about food.
Yes, I'm a
Chewy should
guest
be the
on
kapow.
Dylus' podcast.
Ah,
But you just said that
shut,
Mysterio here is the guest.
shut
So
the heck up. Shut the heck up. Yeah, I'm gonna keep myself
okay,
friendly.
because you are the host, I will shut the heck up, quote unquote.
I'm the guest. Stop. This is like a mind break. This is like an episode of mind break guest streams, and it's been a while since I watched your interview, so I'm not really sure if this is what you do to people normally.
Honestly, I don't know.
he mind breaks people regularly. I didn't know about this. Mm.
No, I just live life as is. I'm a simple man. I just live life.
Yes, as in mind breaking people.
Do I really mind?
Language.
Hmm?
Bruh.
What do you say language?
Bro.
What happened?
Nothing. I'm just mimicking what you're saying because I'm paying attention to you.
No,
the
I was
host
saying
of this
mind
show.
break. Do I really mind break people though? That's why I said not language.
Oh yes, you have. It's like that one. Is it that one gif of that dude just like spazzing out and he's like, the brain is just farting. It's that one.
You
gif.
mean the brain is donating, Jose?
Mysterio charms people with his charisma. Yeah, he charmed me into working with him, and now he's charming me to become his daddy. I don't know about it.
Sorry. Not interested.
Come on. Yeah, me too. Not interested in you.
Yes. But I do know what you're interested in.
What? Huh?
That will remain off stream for the privacy of our great
Oh
Ethan Dylus.
no. Oh my god, you're feeding the viewers like tempting very tempting what's it called, tidbits of my personal life and interests. Ooh. I'm doing the
All
Dr. Evil
I'll say is
No.
Dylus has style.
God damn it.
Dylus has style, and he's a good friend. According to
Yes.
various sources as well, not just
according
from me.
to various sources. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean,
So,
if I actually had the opportunity to speak my mind and speak openly, which technically the podcast is supposed to be, but then still I don't say everything. Of respect.
Podcasters are usually, from my opinion, it is public. It get things off your mind, but you gotta keep in mind it's a public space, you know.
You
per
gotta
se.
remember, you don't want this to be a second Twitter, where this guy tends to
yeah.
hang around way too much.
Oh, like, yeah.
I mean,
that actually
this is
happens.
why, like, legit, before the podcast, this guy just like gave me the scoop.
Yeah, that was the thing. Mysterio actually brought it up, and that no, I brought it up, Mysterio. That every time I seem to have this problem where I would just go back to Twitter constantly, staring at it for like, you know,
This guy
how
loves his Twitter. Also, good afternoon, Hunter Okami.
do I love my Twitter? No, I actually hate going on Twitter. I
Then
just go there
stop
and feel bad
using
every
Twitter. Delete Twitter.
time. Delete Twitter. I gotta advertise myself.
Come on, it feels like every time I advertise, it goes to nothing. Just joking.
Alright,
Just joking.
okay, all right. It's time to go to MySpace.
Hey,
It's
on
time to go
MySpace,
to
use
MySpace.
AOL.
We're back in
Online-
2000. We're
What
back
is
in
this for
2003,
example?
gentlemen. We're back in 2003.
Hey, come on. The
So,
2000s
yes.
were a great era. You gotta love it.
Wait. YouTube was started in 2008, right?
Hmm?
Right?
YouTube, I think, is
The good-
2006 or 2008. And also, Hunter
Yeah.
Okami, no, you're not new here. I recognize you.
It's like, I see you.
But
I
sure,
know
let's
when
play
you're
along. Yeah.
Let's play.
Hello, definitely not huge VTuber supporter, especially for Curie that takes care of others, and definitely is a great moderator in other servers as well. That seems like a chill person.
You got a lot of
welcome.
inside knowledge about. You got a lot of inside knowledge about all these things.
Definitely not new. Yes,
Yeah,
Welcome,
definitely not. Definitely not new.
welcome, Akil.
Wow.
Another
Oh,
definitely not new face.
yeah, everyone here is new. They're coming from my channel, you know.
Yeah,
They're
okay. In that
coming from
case,
my.
yeah, it's true. Then in that case, yeah, they're technically new. Is
Yeah,
because
everyone's.
this is what I love about the podcast. They don't really echo myself per se, but it echoes the guests. It's like the guests take over, similarly to as what you said. It is your podcast, not mine.
Oh
Which is
god.
actually the type of feel that we're going for. We're trying to have the guest first. It's like you know how they say, uh, I don't want to say like the guest is God or like that, like okyaksama wa kami-sama desu, but it's just like that somewhat.
God dang.
Yeah, you see, yes, I'm a fan of this crocodile. Don't know who this Mysterio is. Yes, I agree with you. Who is this
I'm a
Mysterio?
fan of.
I only know this
Yeah, I don't know who.
crocodile.
Yeah, I don't
You
know who
can't
this
forget this
mysterious.
ara ara crocodile.
Shut up. I'll get to do that at the end of the stream. Okay, it's something I never do because who no one ever asks me about that stuff.
Ask you about what?
Because who does it? Who do it? I don't know. No, I
You know
don't
what?
know
Hey
nobody who do
guys,
Yes,
shall we
honestly.
ask this guy to do an ara ara?
I am going to strangle you.
Come on, dude. Who wouldn't want like such a great looking person to say ara ara?
Well, see here.
You know what?
Don't get
Maybe
the
I should DM one of your IRL friends
no,
just to ask.
no, no. If my dad hears me doing ara, it's like, son, what the hell are you doing?
I
Hello,
am
local croc. Local
asserting
croc.
my dominance in society.
It's
I'm
not even
climbing
dominant.
up
It's like
societal ranks.
societal rank. And then I'm literally just known as the local croc. I just live in Miri, and
Also,
I
welcome
just
Papa
live in
Jen. How
Miri.
you doing?
Papa Jen.
The reason why I call him
Ooh.
Papa Jen is he created an avatar for me.
Ooh, wow. That's actually really cool
Hmm.
because creating the avatar, it takes a lot of mechanical and no technical and practical skill that
Yes,
I don't think
mechanical.
I can.
So basically, what Jen did was he was taking apart some mechanical
Mhm.
stuff, like
Mhm.
basically gears and stuff, and then just like built my
Ah,
avatar.
I see, I see. Yeah, it's pretty nice, pretty nice. Proud of your son.
Thanks, Papa Jen.
Give
So
that's for Papa John because he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
yes,
Anyway, are we gonna continue talking about food?
yeah. Let's continue talking about food. So recently, right? It was Anime Fest. What do you have? What's the good food that you had in Anime Fest?
Oh, Anime Fest, yeah. Was it called early? When it comes to Anime Fest food, because the place was really crowded, I think that
Hmm.
was like one of the detriments when it came to that was
I was so
one of the
jealous.
detriments.
Envious, per se.
You get your chance. You can go to Comic Con, okay?
I've never been to Comic Con. Believe me.
Hey, you can meet like local celebrities and meet with really damn good cosplayers. Like, if there's one dream I want to do is go to Comic Con
Here's the
if I have
thing.
the money.
Even though I get a chance to meet a good cosplayer, I wouldn't dare to like go up to them
Pass
and
a
just like
photo.
that because of the social awkwardness. They're like cosplaying so great that I can't really go. I feel like really like oh maybe I might be too intrusive if I just go up to them and like hey
No, no, no,
great
no, no,
cosplay.
no, 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 no. No, no, no. You won't feel that with anybody else. Not gonna lie, it's just normal to be honest. It's you have just to be polite about it.
But
Polite.
wait, Dylus, I really like your cosplay with the crocodile on your top. I really like your Eiten Dylus cosplay.
Yeah. If you saw that, that's me. But I won't expose that picture at all because
I do have the picture, which I will expose on the stream.
I will fucking kill you. I'm getting face reveal
No, I'm not
already.
gonna do it. If I were to expose it, once again, it'll be exposing another person. And we know in this, as we know in this podcast, we don't do exposing stuff. I think. I assume.
That's for Keemstar. That's for Keemstar to do.
Once again, if
You
you
guys
really
should.
want to see explosions, exposing stuff, please go to another channel or like that. I don't know. Don't ask me
Please
for
go
answers.
to please go to let me see Keemstar's YouTube. Go to Keemstar. Keemstar is not even on YouTube anymore.
Wait, in that case, did you mind actually doing the Keemstar uh intro?
What's up, everybody? It's Keemstar here. Is that how he does it?
No. I think it's like it's Killer Keemstar. I forgot.
No, that's critical. Let me see if I can do the. Oh yeah. I
You're
don't
gonna have to
even know,
find
man.
the. Ah. Yes, OBS just crashed. I do apologize for this. But one thing I can say is, welcome to Summoner's Rift. This is definitely not League of Legends.
Oh my god. I mean, like, I have no predisposition towards mobile games, but
I don't play mobile games. Not even Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
I mean, with a name like that,
I mean, it's a nice name to say though.
there you go. It's like, you know, a name like that. Of course, we're gonna
I
play
mean,
because you know,
quick question,
bang bang,
guys.
ha
Have you
ha
guys
ha.
played
Ha.
Mobile Legends? Bang Bang. Come
I
on,
think
you
that's.
gotta emphasize
I,
the Bang Bang. I mean, what does it even mean? What's with the Bang Bang?
I got something for that. If you want to bang, hold on here. This Mobile Legends.
Oh my god! I just realized what you did.
Yeah, a bullet shell just came out of my gun. By the way, this is definitely something you can't get from Subway Pyramid at the back of Asian Avenue. Complete with shotguns. You can't get this.
So right now, guys, if you guys want to buy anything,
Yeah,
you know where to get it from. You just
sponsors.
go to Anime Fest or Comic Festa, and then you just
No, you gotta go Sunway Pyramid for this, but I won't tell you exactly where. But I just told the audience anyways. But find out yourself. I won't be held responsible if you're arrested by the cops.
you know what else would be great though?
Yes.
Mobile Legends Bomb Bakudan.
I freaking hate you.
You can
Anyway,
officially say that's like the
yeah,
Genshin Club. Huh?
yeah. I think I got a bit off topic. So back on the topic of Anime Fest.
Yo.
Yeah. The thing is, when it came to food there,
Mhm.
I know Paradigm Mall from like the back of my head because my grandmother used to visit the mall every time she was in KL. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's fine. It's home turf. But when Anime Fest came around, right? Oh, I think it was like the first major anime cosplay event or just like anime event in Malaysia. There were a few, but they weren't too high profile.
Mhm.
So now that it was openly known and it was run by people who were involved in Comic Fiesta, it was super chaotic. Finding food itself was a hassle actually because
Mhm.
I would just eat lunch before I go there because I know I won't be able to find food. And
Mhm.
when I went out when I went out with Eden and a few times on my own, we just ate KFC because oh, it was just painful. And then I think that time the mall wasn't really prepared for it to have that many people. So a lot of the stalls you see would be closed down before like the day actually ended. Of all the all cosplayers, all the convention goers would be heading there to what's it called, to eat, to snack, and yeah, it was generally just very hard to find food. Most of the time we
I
just ate
think
KFC or
in a way this is an issue because it's basically like the first anime convention in a while. Like Comic Festa didn't happen last year, last year, so this is like how do I say? Everyone was
hmm?
so like, oh, finally there's a live event, so they just like
Yeah, finally
crashed in.
finally finally we can touch grass.
It's
Not exactly.
mm, it's to put it
Yeah,
in. So
but
it's just it's like how do I say? To put it this way, basically it's like if you're filling a water
mhm,
balloon, but then it's
yeah,
overfilled, and then you try to put more water in, it's going to burst.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was that lah. So it just and like that full water balloon, the place itself was quite crowded. But I won't go into it lah because there were a few stories that came off Anime Fest that was quite controversial, even covered by a radio station. But for the
Hmm.
sake of keeping the stream afloat, I won't mention them.
Once again, as we mentioned in the stream, you could actually discuss anything. Just remember this is recorded, and just remember that the host is neutral.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I'm also neutral because on both sides it was just pretty. It was a mess. So basically, Anime Fest is not the first. John Cosplay has it better. See, I think the problem with Paradigm Mall is as I'm aware of it, it's a neighborhood mall, and as a neighborhood mall, it doesn't have the proper facilities to support a huge convention. It does not have a separate
Hmm.
convention center. As I remember it, mostly the most place I can think of where it has an event is the Middle Asia, but
Hmm.
even that place wasn't big enough. And then you see that circle area, yeah, it's fine, but very packed. So if you're looking to get sick, go there.
Honestly,
But
right.
everything. Hmm.
Sorry for interrupting. But that's why I think it'll be more fitted if they chose like a mall like Aeon, or like say
I
if
think the
you're from JB, maybe Danga City Mall, because it's like there's no one there. There's barely any shops. That way you could perfectly have like a shit ton of booths, let's say.
no, it's double folded because from a business perspective, I understand that Anime Fest was like a boon to Paradigm Mall because Paradigm Mall as a neighborhood mall wasn't really getting that much reception. It's almost like a dead mall, one of the dead malls. Yeah, it just got big because of Undercomic Fiesta, and there was no way Paradigm Mall's management was gonna pass it up. So this is just my speculation. So that's why they allow Anime Fest to thrive because it gave business to all of the stores inside, whether it's from
Ah, I
all age
see.
ranges. So that was the I think the rationale for keeping them around. Unfortunately, as usual, you bite off more than you can chew, and things do get out of hand after a while. So what can you
I
do?
feel that pain. I feel that pain, even though.
Yeah, we definitely do feel that pain. The thing is, in my opinion, even this opinion can be quite neutral. You should
Mm,
host it in a place with a dedicated convention center. You separate the crowds that want to go shopping, and you separate the crowds that want to be at the event.
definitely.
Paradigm Mall did not have that. It merged everything together, and as a result, it felt like you were being stuck in a clogged blood artery, and that artery was leading to someone's heart, and then eventually, after a while, a heart attack will most likely happen.
Okay,
That,
I
that,
think I understand what you're saying.
that is a
Usually I
very
would say it's great to have more than enough. That way it shows like the number of interest. But I think I've heard like stories like where people from the management was saying, "Hey, don't come to our event because there's it's overpacked." And
the
seeing the
sec it
pictures and like hearing stories from other friends.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty. And the jam outside will get exponentially bad as well because of the amount of people trying to exit the mall. The highway there, I don't remember if it's LDP or NPE. I think if it's LDP, it's usually quite jam in the evening, or at
Mm.
least just mildly jam, but you can still proceed. But when Enemy Fest kicked in, that LDP jam gets really unmovable. And when I was shuffling back Aiden, because I went there with Aiden, the jam was hideous. Took us like easily 30 minutes to just get out of the area itself. It
Mm.
was really bad. It was really bad. But unfortunately, I have good things to say because they actually wise up quickly. And on the weekend, I think it was on like Sunday, they actually started to wise up and put in some what is it called? They actually started taking precautions against this kind of stuff. There were security guards and coordinators actually outside trying to manage everything. So kudos to the Anime Fest management team because they actually saw an error going on and they actually just kicked in and it's like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to redirect these people and we're gonna have to redirect them in the most efficient way possible.
I agree.
Didn't but did not see this inside the place as usual. So that would have been impossible. So yeah, that's the basic short pratfalls of Anime Fest. Other than that, I think we had a pretty fun time. It's watered down comic fiesta, not as big, but
Hmm.
something to just get your blood going
I
after a
think
while
Comic
of just
Fiesta
not
will
doing.
probably happen this year. To be honest,
Yeah, it will. It will definitely. It would
it'll be a
definitely.
great thing to have Comic Fiesta back though. Like, I think people have been like desiring it
Yeah.
for it to happen. That's why Anime Fest actually got so big in the
Mhm.
first place. Especially since they saw
Yeah.
like, oh, Comic Fiesta is one of the huge members. But yeah,
Yeah.
if I may ask, which booths did you visit when you were at Anime Fest?
Mhm. Yeah. What? Could you repeat that question again?
Which booths did you visit in Anime Fest?
Most of them actually. I think me and Aiden will have visited all of the artist booths because it's not a lot.
Hmm.
And we did buy some things. I bought a gift for a friend. I think it was a picture of Spy X Family. So yeah, we visited all of them. We looked through their artworks. As usual, all the artists line up at all these conventions are incredibly well done in their own specialized style. Of course, you
Hmm.
see the more contemporary anime like Spy X Family. You see My Hero Academia. You see sometimes I think there's one stand selling
I was
BTS
about to
stuff,
joke when
but
you said Boku no Pico Academia.
I'm leaving. Bye bye. No, I'm just kidding. No, no, come back, come back. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Mhm.
Yeah, you get to see them do the more contemporary anime, but I think what you'd be attracted for is you see them once, and if you like the product, you can follow them on Twitter, Instagram, or anything. So, as
Hmm.
usual, it was great to see them. As usual for me, I don't take any details down because I'm stupid.
You didn't take any what?
I didn't take any details down of the artists,
Hey, don't
because
worry, don't worry, don't worry.
I meant,
It's fine. Uh,
yeah.
did you meet any VTubers like that besides Aiden like that?
There were a few other VTubers, especially hanging around Claude's booth actually.
You met Cloud?
Quite. Yeah, we met Cloud. I think he was running his own booth, I believe.
Yeah, I do know about that.
Yeah, he was running his own booth next to don't remember what Fish is very tall's VTubing company is called, but they were
Oh,
running their own
that was
booth.
like Pasar Virtual Entertainment.
Yeah, Vasa Virtual Entertainment. Yes, they were working there. They had their own booth there, and there were quite a few VTubers there. For privacy purposes, I won't actually say how many, but then again, most of them has just said like, okay, I've been to this
I mean,
convention,
there's a
so
lot. I
maybe
mean, like from what I heard, they take a lot of pictures. This is
I'm
where I'm
I'm
like slightly envious because like they had like a big event and all I had to attend was
what
I'll mute this.
what
I'll mute this on stream because this is like private information. But
we can talk about it. Okay. Anyway,
basically that, yeah.
yeah. Mysterio has told me something confidential, so guys, don't say anything. Yeah,
Mm.
pretty much.
No, no. The reason why I don't mention it is because like here's the thing. It's not that special. Plus, mm. I like
It's not
things to
that
stay
special.
low key. I like things to stay low key.
Yeah, he likes things to stay Tom Hiddleston's way.
Hmm?
He doesn't get the joke.
I didn't quite hear
Loki,
you. What did you say?
Loki, ha ha ha. Tom Hiddleston, ha ha.
Oh my
Anyway, underneath Tom Hiddleston's butt.
Funny enough,
I
if
don't
we
know.
actually did this stream yesterday, we could actually just say, uh, this can be like a Thor stream because it would be Thursday
Oh, oh
or
my god.
Thursday.
Anyway, what else? Huh? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I had my own small cosplay, and other than
Wait,
that,
isn't
it's
it
not
curious?
really.
Did you meet
Hmm?
your other friend? I'm not sure
Other
if
friend? There were quite a few friends there, but yeah, I met quite a few, but
I don't
I
know like the
as
comfortability of like just like saying it out loud. Like I don't mind saying it, but it's like, are you okay with it? Let me
hmm?
just type it out because I know that this
uh
person has mentioned that they also went.
oh, okay, that person didn't go actually.
No wait,
That
he did say that
person,
he go there though.
hmm?
He did say that he did go.
Yeah, my our friend didn't go. I didn't see him. There was a lot of people that showed up, but I did not see any of them because the crowds are like really, really thick.
Ah, I
So
see. That is true. That is true.
yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. What is it called already? It was okay. Like that's my general consensus.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe the next event I'll try and plan something a little bit more bigger.
I mean, are you planning to attend the next comic fiesta?
Hmm?
Or
Comic Comic Fiesta. Depends, but
the one in
I'm not
December?
really sure. The thing is, yeah, the crowds are thick. Yeah, pretty much. That also leads into my next point of how like Comic Fiesta and all these events are like a test of my sanity because I hate crowds. I actually do not like crowds at all. It's very claustrophobic. It's like being stuck in a barrel full of fish, and those fish are potentially
Very
armed
tall?
with teeth or they just stink very bad. There is this AMG. Animangaki. The thing about Animangaki is that since okay,
Hmm.
I'll wait for Mister to bring this up later, but I am taking something in July, so I won't be able to attend Animangaki. Sorry, mercenaries, you won't be able to see me.
Hey, be right back. I'll be back. Uh, uh
Uh, I think Mysterio has died. Well, we wait for him again. Mm. Okay, sorry. If you guys hear anything from my end, it's I thought you were croc since when become fish. You see, a crocodile can be a barrel full of fish. It's called like a really small crocodile, a gatorling.
it's
They can
called
stay
an
inside the
anahata
barrel.
crocodile.
Yes, it's a lot of things. You know, there's a small crocodile called Simusukus. Very cute little thing.
So, in other words, crocodiles are cute, which makes Dylus cute.
I hate this already.
It is true, though. Like, it's your words, not mine.
I didn't say nothing about this.
You
What you
said
mean?
crocodiles are cute, right?
Yeah, I said one crocodile is cute because he ate grass. So
So,
yes, it is.
by logic, right? It's not exactly true logic, by the way, if you're watching this after. Uh, but if, based on your logic, you said crocodiles are cute, which means you
Mm-hmm.
are, and based on the fact that you are a crocodile, it doesn't it
Oh.
directly mean that you are cute?
Oh, I hate this logic bomb so much.
I
It's so much of a logic bomb. Like it
mean,
hurts my brain. Anyway, yeah. That's pretty much my thoughts about it. All right. What else? What else? My brain is not working. What else can I talk about?
hmm.
Not really. Not really much.
Anything big happening recently, or like you really want to talk about?
Hmm? Anything recently that I want to talk about? Yeah, I think that could lead into what's it called? Uh, let's see. The one thing I do want to talk about is that my VTube activities will stop for a little bit for like a month or two because I want to focus on a program called CELTA. It's Cambridge Certified Program, and I am excited to say that yeah, I'm going to actually work on becoming an English teacher. Yeah, surprise, mercenary, bloodthirsty murderer, and overall incarnation of insanity is actually becoming an English teacher. Who knew?
And you know, usually people that say that they're an incarnation of insanity aren't that chaotic.
Mm, shh. Now the thing is, I can get chaotic when like the brain cells get going, but
When the
what's it
brain
called?
cells get going, I see.
Yeah, the brain cells get going, but once the neurons turn off, I'm just back to being normal, very quiet.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Having a Cambridge certification for me is very important because it means I can get into I can get teaching in a lot of schools. I can help students achieve a level of English literacy that our country really needs,
Mm-hmm.
and make sure that Koro Sensei, Koro Sensei. Korone? Korone Sensei?
Koro
Yeah,
Sensei is
pretty
the
much.
one from Assassination Classroom, right?
Oh, is it? Koro Sensei. Hold on. Koro Sensei. Oh, you mean that yellow thing? You mean the smiley face emoji?
I mean, uh,
Yeah, I don't know. He does look like it. He really does look like a. He really looks like a ball of ball of
a
what's it
ball
called
of
already? A smiley.
happiness.
Yeah, it's a smiley emoji. For the
But
police
yes,
outside.
is it great? Oh my god.
The what's it called already? The what's it called? The police outside my house for some reason. Oh boy.
Koro Sensei is a great teacher. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. So yes, I am. Yeah, I a lot of Malaysians can't speak properly. Yeah, that is actually a thing that I bring up a lot when it comes to motivating people, motivating myself to take this line of education because I heard a lot of people working that you know right now I'm working in a undefined unspecified company and I am in charge of quite a few people. And the story is they are good at communication, or at least they're good at getting what they want, but their skills in English tends to lack a little bit. So here's the thing: if these are working adults with like a very poor grasp of English, professional English required in a workplace that might be internet multinational, or have multiple languages, how can you expect to succeed in the future? It's not an inherently bad question to ask because in this case we really need to question why these people don't seem to want to use English all that well. What is in the roots of a what is in the roots of the education system that makes people not want to speak English because maybe not speak English, just maybe not not use English in a way that is natural for everybody because you know for a fact that in this country, almost half of us, maybe a quarter only, but I would say more accurate number would be half of us use English, and we use English to get around multinational companies. We can't be hobbling after international clients like France or Germany in broken English, and you can see
Mm.
how it has affected us in the global stage, like our politician. There was one time he spoke Bahasa Melayu on stage, and he ends up being a uh, complete joke, basically, because
Mm.
the world doesn't revolve around you. You have to make sure you follow the rules of the world, and that includes the lingua franca.
That's
So
true.
in my mind, yeah, in my mind, this is why I want to teach English. Install that passion for English at first, and that natural thinking in English, because otherwise it just does not work. Just sitting from out of Malaysia, visit Malaysia for tour. Yeah, that's the thing about Singapore because Singapore has a country that is multi-ethnic and diverse,
Mm.
has Malay as well, but they managed to get over that kind of fear of speaking
They
English.
kind
They speak
of they
English.
forced. I don't know if force is the right word, but then they basically organized it so that each building has Malays, Chinese, and Indians. That's why they view
Um,
themselves more as Singaporean rather than Malay, Chinese, Indian.
yeah,
So
that could be true, but unfortunately, as I have no source on this, I can't really confirm it. None of us can. So
mm,
we leave the up the board, but I can only say it's probably because of Lee Kuan Yew's very very I don't know how to say. Is it too political of a word to say dictatorial leadership that made sure that this country will become an international power.
I think the best way to describe him is probably strong arm per se.
Yeah, he strong arm most of the aspect of strong arm most of the population to achieving that level of international literacy that now has made Singapore a juggernaut. And then meanwhile, here we're still floundering with our national language, and a lot of people still cannot speak English properly, which is okay. It's acceptable because you don't have to force everybody to speak English. But if you're a country looking to get into the international stage, you won't
Mm,
make it far if you don't know English. You won't make it
mm.
far if you don't know Mandarin. And you gotta learn these two languages at least to talk to international clients.
Mm,
And
mm,
that's where
mm.
I come in. Basically, I understand I understand basics of Malayu, so I can speak it to students. But the one thing I want to drill into them is that, um, okay, like one thing I want to drill into them is that you need this language not now, but you may not need this language now with your friends. But I want you to practice this because this is a long term strategy that you will need if you want to expand your horizons.
Mm.
And yeah, you can see like you can see on Twitter, you can see a lot of Malaysian artists. They speak very good English. They type very good English. So that is the kind of example I bring up in the VTubing community. You need a good grasp of English in order to communicate with a lot of foreign VTubers, basically.
Mm, mm, mm.
Uh, yes, basically. So without that, you'll be confusing for everybody, and you won't know what is going on. Basically, there is no equal ground.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's about it, lah. And those that don't really know language can opt for translation. But the problem with our country is that we don't we don't we don't seem to want to use anything else but Bahasa Melayu because it is our national pride. To the
Mm.
point where using English seems like a very forced thing to do. So that's why I want. That's why I want to. That's why I want to be. What's it called? What's it called? That's why I want to teach English because
Mhm.
yeah, that is half of it because I want to increase English literacy.
I mean, it's a great
However,
idea. It's a great
yeah,
reason.
it's I believe a lot of I believe a lot of people also what's it called also have this same set of mind. Tutoring, being a Malaysian who doesn't really speak English on an early age, hard to get the tune properly. You can feel it. One actually, I have someone at work who can speak English, but you can tell from the way they were raised. They were raised in a rich Chinese environment, which is fine, but audibly have a trouble. They audibly have trouble trying to pronounce specific words, and their way of speaking English can come off very robotic, which is
Mm.
fine. Yeah, which is fine, robotic. It doesn't sound as natural as either me or Mysteria here because we are adapted to thinking in a way that is smooth for our English language,
My
and any
English
gaps
is
that
not
we
that good though. As you could see, I have an accent.
no, the accent doesn't really mind, but what you have right now and what I feel like a lot of the viewers may have is a straight line, not a straight line, but a line that manages to get to the beginning and the end, a sentence structure that is well, it can still be still full of gaps, but you can fill up the gaps easily with native knowledge of
Yeah,
English.
yeah, it's
You
definitely
know?
true because like with English, if you're actually saying proper English, if you're actually speaking proper English,
Mm-hmm.
one thing you realize, the reason why I actually do say like the accent does matters is because there's certain things you could say in a Malaysian accent that would sound right, but then you change it to an American accent. Like for example,
Mm.
hey, Dallas, I can't speak. Hey, Dallas, you go buy coffee lah. Go buy coffee, and then
Yeah,
you say that in American accent. Dallas,
yeah,
you
that's
go buy coffee. You go buy coffee. Does it
yeah,
sound right? No, because that's not the
it
right
does not.
sentence structure. That's why, like in my opinion, the accent does matter because you say
Yeah.
something in a Malaysian accent, everything sounds right, but then
Mm.
you say it in an American way, it sounds weird.
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah. I mean, it can come off, but as long as you can get a basic sentence structure out with how your intention, mysterious Singapore accent, it's okay.
To,
As
to
long
be
as you can
fair, it's
get your
because I'm
intent.
from the JB area. That's why.
Yeah. So if you can get your intention out, that's good. Now the next step is to have a fluent sense of structuring.
Hmm.
Otherwise, you can get your intention out, get to the point. That's basically the whole. That's the whole gist of things like creoles and pigeons, where the point is to commute intent and needs in a simplified manner for local population.
Hmm.
But we are at a point where we are advanced enough to not rely on creoles. We can still use them day to day, but when it comes to professional or creative writing, use English, the base English, the one that the world knows.
Definitely.
And I see in the chat, I see Jen says my English kind of bad little. That's okay
That's
as long
okay.
as you, yeah, yeah. See, the thing is, as long as you admit you're still working on it, as long as you actively want to improve and give yourself a pace that you can work with to a point where you can use English fluently. That's completely fine. The one that I want to address is how students brush off English as a thing as a thing in schools where, oh, the teacher assigned us work. Oh, we finish it. It's time for free time. There is no drive to do anything else, and I think that's because of the education system and how it's planned out.
I see.
Uh, I think I think I'm talking too long already.
Hmm?
I did like talk very long.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
52
that's
minutes.
yeah. That's pretty much it. It's like the school time is essential. If your students have a very diminished idea towards a topic, they will take it seriously. And ironically, it applies to me with Bahasa Melayu because of how school forced it on you. Of course, it's a national language. Why wouldn't you have a mandatory requirement? But that daunting need for pass to get your SPM cert ruined Bahasa Melayu for me, and that's why I use English nowadays.
No worries.
With a pep and with like recent news of PT3 and UPSR being abolished,
Mhm.
gives me hope that the education system here may be becoming more liberal, but I have very little hopes for that, being
Well,
cynical.
honestly, there's a lot of improvement needed. Well, I'll say mostly every country.
Yeah.
Like even in the U.S., our education system definitely needs a lot more improvement. Number one, I feel like standardized tests aren't really cutting it anymore nowadays.
Mm,
It seems more of
yeah.
like a monetary thing, though.
Yeah.
I still need to do a lot of research on it. Um, there's also the issue of like media literacy. Students need to be more adept with media literacy. And similarly, I think that people need to realize as we go into a more internationally based society, a more globally based society, we need to learn different languages, like similar as to
Mm-hmm.
what Dylus said. Just curious, out of curiosity, Dylus, how did you plan on making English more interesting for your students? Because education is something I'm actually quite interested.
Yeah, the thing is, when it comes to creativity, making things more engaging for students, the one thing that I noticed back in my education days is that we have a hard emphasis on rote learning. Do you know what that is?
Isn't that similar to how Oxford does the stuff?
Oxford does it as well. It's a traditional system, but nowadays students are not interested in rote learning because we are all freer now. We are all freer. We have access to the internet, and if we got that, why need to go to school and have rote learning? But and because there's no integration between that, people just get bored with school and can learn things online, which is not feasible because people just learn it on the side. So to make things engaging, you need to make sure that the activities that you do in class are engaging, but not overbearing on your students. Things as I listed out on my CELTA paper, you need to get the students physically involved in the class, role playing, feedback sessions. You need to have them get into groups and motivate themselves through cooperative work and guidance in order to get them to really figure out how to speak this language and whatnot. Give them a task they can give them the bare bones outline for a task they can then brainstorm for themselves,
Become a
talk
pro
about it.
EN streamer. You could assign that task.
Pro E
Try
Pro
to one
EN
up me.
streamer, Pro EN streamer. That's what you call everyone from Britain.
To be honest, right? If I have to be honest though, one thing I realized about teaching is teaching and streaming aren't too different after all in different ways. In some ways, because like you're also presenting to like a group, and you're also
Hmm.
trying to retain interest. But then like depends on the teacher. Some teachers don't care. They just want to like, oh, I have to deliver info. That's all good. Because one thing about schooling is students can't leave, and this is where it's different from streaming because viewers can leave um, if they're bored. But I think it's similar. It should be similar because like you want to actually have the audience interested, and similarly, they should take away something from it in a sense, in my opinion.
Hmm. Yeah,
Like for
that's the
example,
level of.
hmm, like they should.
Uh,
Hmm?
sorry, yeah, I'm interrupting you.
No, no, no,
Go on.
no. I'm interrupting you. Please continue.
No, it's basically like a TED Talk. TED Talks are interactive in the way that the audience is there, sitting in front. You can absorb the information, and how the presentation is unique for every TED Talk that comes over. Maybe not for some, but the points that are being presented are all done in different lights, whether it be interactive, colorful, vibrant. But the main point is that's what our lesson should be like, and not. It shouldn't be the exception for TED Talks. It should be the norm for schools, because if we don't show these that kind of TED Talk behavior for the
Hmm.
classes that are important, or at least should be useful in real life, you won't get any attention. The people will just treat it as like a thing you toss off to the side. Cause why not?
And
You know
thank
what
you
I
for
mean?
coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah, pretty much that's it. And yeah, that is why I feel like the old Oxford school system it shouldn't be abolished, because there are some things you cannot fix without rote learning. That I also have to acknowledge, because if they go to lean to the whole everyone needs to be engaged side, it's a bit too extreme for me. So you must have like a balance.
You can't
Rote learning can
have
still.
everyone engaged because it'll take too many resources. But then
Yes,
similarly,
exactly.
if you have no one engaged in just like a couple, and if you
It's a
only
waste of time.
prioritize your like talented students, you know,
Mm.
you're actually taking a wide, you're leaving out a quite
Everyone else.
a quite like impressionable amount of people, of students.
That's why when I listed out my teaching plan, my idea was to also help the students that were having difficulties keeping up with the lesson, whether it be to mental learning disabilities. Hi Dylus, big friend. What's your favorite weapon? Just ask if just ignore if asked before. I have a rifle.
As you can see,
uh
Dallas has a lot of big fans.
oh my god, everyone has. Why am I so? Why does everyone know me? I'm just a
I
small
mean,
little
here's the
mercenary.
thing: you put yourself too down sometimes.
I put myself down so that I can, whenever something happens, I can feel really good about it.
I see. It's the high
No, no,
that
no.
brings him.
Yeah, it's the high.
It's
Yeah,
the,
my favorite weapon is an SKS rifle. I have it on my old world stuff, but yeah, that's it pretty much. SKS. It's a SK. Wait, what? SKS. SKS Simonov 7.62, made by
Simmons. Oh,
made originally designed in 1945 by Sergei Gavrilovich Simonov.
oh, so in the Soviet Union, so
No,
right
I
after.
have the Chinese.
Hmm?
I have the Chinese one, the Chinese version, the Type 59.
Wait, was it created in 1945, the Chinese version, or was it 90 years after 1945?
19 after 1945, it was produced in 1956 under the operating name of Type 56, and it has minor differences compared to the SKS, but other
Mm-hmm.
than that, it's pretty much just the same rifle as before.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
that's my favorite gun.
So it was used by the
Yes, that
PLA.
People's Republic, border guards, National Guard, pretty much wherever they can supply it to. Yeah.
I see, and
Mm-hmm.
this is why Dallas is popular. Knows history, good in English. English teacher. Ara ara crocodile.
Ah, no, I can't say that word on stream.
Hmm?
No, nothing. Anyway, yeah. Do you want me to return back to my point of English? Where were we actually?
You were talking about like rogue learning and like that. Basically, what we were trying to do, right, was we were talking about resources because we can't really have all students involved or engaged because of course
Yeah,
that
that's
will
the
take a lot
thing.
of resources.
Yeah.
But then similarly, we need to find a balance.
Yeah, because you can't lean on favoritism. It's the same thing when it comes to streaming. That kind of mentality is easy to bleed into streaming, because you can't make everyone in the stream engage with you, because there will be a handful of people chatting, but there will be more likely the 90% of the people watching. They'll just want to watch, right? Just listen in. The
Hmm.
10% will be the 10 to 20% will be just talking there and talking with you. So you can try and get engagement. To try and force it out will make everyone feel weird about it. It
Yeah.
has been my problem, because I have been always eager to get more engagement, but then after now that I talk about it, I realize, yeah, I don't think you can force that out of people. If people want to talk, let them talk. People want to get interested, let them get interested.
Hmm. And similarly, I think it also applies on the other side. Like, you just because you're a viewer doesn't mean that you could watch every single VTuber. I mean, like, sure, it's great if you want to support people, but you can't support everyone. That's the issue,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
there's going to be other factors that come in, like for example, drama. Like, and if you support both sides, who knows? Maybe the streamers might be like offended. Like, hey, which one did you really care about? Thankfully, I haven't seen this yet, but
Yeah.
but
It's a bit of a it's a really hard thing to balance out.
and
So
this is the
staying neutral.
reason why for some streamers they might feel like underrated, or they might feel like, oh, they want to leave, which is sad. It's unfortunate. People have big dreams, they want to do something, but then due
And
to like the lack of interest by others, or the lack of people coming to watch them, no matter how much hard work they put in, it
hmm
doesn't show, because once again, there's only a set limit of people. You have to pick within people who are interested in this, and then number two, you have to see if they're actually interested in the content that you're making. Sometimes people have great ideas, but it doesn't happen because it's at the wrong time, at the wrong moment.
hmm Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a sad thing, and the thing also applies to learning English as well, because
Hmm.
otherwise you're just gonna overwhelm everybody with like your need to get everyone engaged. And yeah, the thing is, if some people are comfortable with rote learning, yeah, you can offer them rote learning in general. But the ones who feel like they can handle the more engaging aspect of the lessons, try and give them that.
Hmm.
Even though it's hard to apply, because in class and probably the management will be like, you're not teaching the students all of what you're trying to teach, and you're probably being selective about it, and they won't take the excuse of, oh, some students have this capability, because they need everyone to learn, and the parents will be wondering, why isn't my kid learning like the rest of the kids? And
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
that's another whole story we won't talk about, because it's just painful.
It's also similar to like an RPG. Like, you know how like in RPGs there are different classes. Like, you could be a swordsman, you could be a magician, you can be a
Yep.
fighter. Basically, like, even in society in general, there are so many classes that you could choose from, and technically you could be everyone. You could be an all rounder, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you're
Yeah.
forced upon like a certain class.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
I think still teaching English is interesting, like the fact that you're going to give it like that. Um,
Education in itself is a very interesting
Education in
ecosystem.
itself is a form of content creation. Homework in itself, in a way, is
Yeah,
also content creation. That's why
and
for the
that
kids still in school, if you want to go
stay in
into content
school.
creation, you're already doing it.
Stay in school. Don't go play Call of Duty and skip your lessons, because you might miss on something that you might need later. But if it does suit you, go ahead and play Call of Duty. It might get you more money than you ever imagined, at the expense of your dignity.
Once again, the part the actually the rate or of success for content creation is surprisingly quite low.
Low, right?
It's actually
You
quite low.
see,
That's why, like, even though I stream from time to time, I don't really
yeah,
recommend it as a way as a full time. You're not.
there was there was there was a VTuber that also expressed these sentiments, and he's from Malaysia. I believe you might have saw his tweets on Twitter or my response. But basically, if you're looking into getting yourself fully financed on streaming, pro tip for everyone out there: there's a very small chance you'll be able to do that full time. The ones who can do it are the ones who not cut corners. The ones who have more than enough of a solid starting base. They have enough time to dedicate into their work. Maybe they don't have maybe this is their future long term plan. It is very tough, because you're again a fish in a barrel, and there's a
Mm,
lot of fish in the same barrel. And if you want to grow to be a big fish, you got to eat other fish, per se. So if you want to be
drag people down.
successful in that kind of streaming
GG.
sense, you gotta be shrewd, loud, and very certain of yourself. Basically, turn yourself into a narcissist. If you don't have the if you don't have if you don't have that kind of moral trespassing in your heart, and you just want to see it as a hobby, keep it as a hobby. It's just the best you can do.
I definitely agree with it to a point. Like, yes, we're not saying that all successful VTubers or narcissists and like that. But then
No, no,
like
no, no.
there's one thing that you have to realize. Even if you're at the top, per se, you're not exactly at the top. There's nothing that's considering at the top. Like anyone could surpass you at any time, and I feel like that's such a like chuny thing to say. It's such a chuny bill thing to say. Like anyone can surpass you, but it's true though. Like anyone can be better than you. Even like the
Yeah,
worst can be the best at times, and the best can be the worst at times. Like
I don't know.
in a way,
My
it's
thing
like
is,
going into a uni. I feel like joining a VTuber company is like going to uni or landing yourself at a job, which technically it is. Um,
yeah,
you have to show that you have experience if you want to land like a position at a large corporation or agency. And other than that, even if you're in the agency, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to be successful. Of course, there's going to be
yeah,
others that are more successful than you. And I think one of the biggest things that people don't show is that just because you're in the same agency means that you get along. Hell, I'm sure that
yeah,
there's internal conflicts within like big groups,
yeah.
per se, just that it's kept down low just to preserve the image of the group. I'm sure you have definitely seen this type as well, Dallas. Like not just like in VTubing world, but definitely in
Yeah.
school, university, everywhere.
It's all about it's all about taking that opportunity,
Mm.
that shoot opportunity to take that risk and see if you win big or end up in a place that you have the experience but you don't have the job per se. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And in terms of VTubing, I'm not that in terms of work. Slightly maybe I'm that, but I'm more than not. I'm happy just teaching others
And on
to
that
reach their
note,
full potential. Yes.
applications to Dylus's English lesson are now open. Please sign up.
I have been thinking about it with another teacher VTuber. I think you know him, Artific. I kind of want to do like one of those English lessons, but here's the thing: I need to learn what exactly I can do to make up an English lesson, and it's kind of hard because what can we teach you that you will find interesting? We can't ask. It's not like school where we can ask you basically to role play. We can get people to help us out, but you're talking to like thousands to maybe 100 at one point if you're big, and you can't exactly ask those many people to just do like interactivity. It's a bit strange. I don't know how to put it in a word.
I
It's
think
not a, it's not a, it's not a university hall basically. It's not a university hall. It's a classroom. It's a chat room, and things move very fast if they're interested.
I think one thing per se is like
You know what I mean?
yeah, I get it. Like of course you could have roleplay skits from time to time, but then you
Yes.
could also do things like simple things like meme creation or like that. Understanding the culture is definitely really important. Like for example, uh, meme culture definitely to expand into English.
I do, I
Songs as
do, I
well
do
are a
hope
really good
whatever
way.
I said has not been too heavy for everybody because when it comes to speaking at length with a lot of things, I am very how do you say it? I'm very much I don't know how you say it. I'm very much a
Realist? Oh.
I don't know how to say it before. I'm very much heavy-handed when it comes to talking about things I'm passionate about, whether it's
Hey,
understanding people, writing stories, or education, or even the things I like. I'm very intense in that short burst of time that I can talk to you, talk to anybody. I have that need to just explain what I feel is my observations of the world. A lot of people don't seem to like it.
mm.
Maybe I'm just overthinking about it, but I do. I am aware not a whole lot of people can tahan it.
I
It
mean,
becomes
I'll
it,
be
it
blunt.
really comes
People
off as
want
like
things to be
not
nice.
overbearing, but
People want
very
to
intense.
see. People
It's
tend
not
to
a
want
bad thing.
good things.
Some people can. A lot of people cannot handle that kind of intensity. Some of them can. So
Mm.
for those tips out there who feel like they are intense as well, you kind of need to embrace that.
Mm. Mm.
You know what I mean?
Once again, I mean, this is what the podcast is for. We don't really care, honestly,
I
if
think I think the
like you're
call just
intense or
went
like that.
quiet.
But it's just like
Hello?
let people be themselves. Wait, can you hear me?
Okay. Just a confirmation.
Uh, uh, holy. Uh, oh. I guess that I think I was probably talking over you or like talking or responding to you, but then you weren't able to hear.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything. Did you actually meet yourself?
No, 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 no. My mic disconnected. So basically, what I was saying is like, don't worry. This is like okay. This is what the podcast was about. Is like for people to speak their opinions, like in their ways, and yeah, it's potentially people tend to want to think optimistically or see the world in like a good light. That's why like sometimes the harsh reality is hard to take. Honestly.
Yeah, it's. Anyway, I apologize for speaking over your explanation of the unnamed podcast because yeah, if I don't get the hint, I will just keep talking like crazy.
No, it's okay. That's perfect. And what do you mean my unnamed podcast is yours?
Uh,
You're the host, remember?
anyway, hmm?
You're the host, remember?
Wait, what do you mean?
You're the host of the podcast, remember? Didn't you say
I know
it's
it's a
of my
podcast, but then it's
podcast, of my stream, my vid?
I know it's your podcast, but here's the thing: there should be take two. It should be a two-way street, and I feel like I've been talking for a very long time.
Wait, just curious, how long are you like free for? Because like here's the thing, the longest podcast episode that we did was 4 hours. Actually, we have two of those.
I don't know. I feel like I should. I don't have that much energy to talk for that long. Maybe around. I'm free for 10, 20 more minutes, 20 to 30 more minutes, and after that I
In
can
that
take it.
case, I'll probably end it here because I also want to chat with you more behind the scenes and like that.
Okay, no problem. All right, thank you for having me on then, because I think we got pretty far today.
We managed to get.
Good.
Honestly, I feel like talking for 1 hour isn't that bad. Like, if you're asking me to talk for 1 hour by myself, I would be like, ah, hello.
That's the struggle when it comes to streaming. And
That's
that
why
what
I
really
only do podcasts. Like, before you saw, like, there are some streams that I do it by myself. But I can't do that. I can't physically do that because it's like, it'll get so boring.
Yeah, that's the thing. It happens to me because if you want to talk more about streaming aspect, I do understand a lot of the problems that come with these things is having that level of engagement when you're doing solo streams. And I've basically trained it since I was young because I would just come up with self narrations. So that just helps me in a small way in order to come up with ideas to talk about on stream.
Hmm, definitely.
It's not entirely the biggest help because it can get pretty long winded, nonsensical, and sometimes a little bit foul. I mean, I have
It's
a foul
okay.
tongue. I have a foul tongue, even worse than like
He has an
even
ara
worse.
ara tongue.
I do have to say that before the stream ends.
If you want to say it, oh, I think you already said it a couple more times. A couple times.
I
Already.
said it. I said it once, but I never said it in like a
You just
deep.
said ara ara. Like sometimes he's like, oh, I should probably say ara ara. Sometime during this.
No, it's like ara is something I say, but I never said it in like the stereotypical way where people ask for it.
Do you
Like,
have
oh,
to
can you
say it in a stereotypical way? I mean, like it's nice to just say ara ara or like, but then you don't have to say it like
ara? What the hell are you doing?
ara ara. What's up?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, there's like I have been streaming for 2 years, so I don't really have much ideas on the streaming aspect.
No worries.
Mostly, I just have to. I mostly have to tell everybody there is a very high chance you will make it big. The very very cynical side of me is you can keep trying, but if you don't have luck on your side, if you don't have connections when you start out, you don't have anyone reputable backing you up, you're not gonna get very far. You need to have that experience. You need to have some kind of bias towards you. It's a very sad reality, but I think if people don't embrace this, they will fight for an uphill battle with juggernauts and end up losing. Much in the same way of how a new coffee shop comes around the corner of a area that already has very well established coffee shops. If you don't have something popular, you don't have something good or unique to offer from your coffee shop, you'll find yourself out of business very quickly because it'll drain your funds and no one's interested because the juggernauts around that area are more successful than you for all the reasons, for a lot of reasons like time and whatnot. So yeah, it does affect me negatively as well because 2 years, man. 2 years, and I have grown a small community. But when I see my peers, they are much bigger than I am, and I feel left out a lot of times. So
No worries. I
don't
understand
worry.
you. Plus, if there's one thing I have to say, a lot of times people are like, "Oh, be happy for them," and like that. But I think what's more important is that you focus on yourself. The more you focus on others and like that, the more you're going to drag yourself down, even if you're forcing yourself or like even if you're genuinely happy for that. The more you compare,
Yeah,
the more you're going to feel left out and like that. Focus on yourself, focus on your growth. Then you'll realize
yeah,
how much you have improved. Even if you haven't improved by numbers, hey, you've
yeah.
acquired another skill. Like even with this
Peop-
podcast.
People willing to stick by you is already an improvement by itself. People who are willing to come into your stream, talk to you, be excited for your
Mm.
presence. That's already a good enough presence, actually. Yeah, people are happy to see you. People are grateful that you're around to talk to or just provide entertainment for their days. That's good enough, really. One person, two person, three person. I know from me it doesn't mean much because I am slightly on the more medium end, but I just have to be. I don't know.
Hey, no worries. Either
Yeah,
way,
but
I don't. Here's the thing. Even with this podcast, right? I don't care like how many viewers there are. So long as you're watching, even if you're watching or not watching or like that, or like the fact that people are willing to come hop into the stream, whether or not they're streamers, my IRL friends, online friends, or such,
Mhm.
it doesn't matter who's the guest. I'm really, really grateful that they're here to chat. I mean, that's
Yeah,
what the
that's
podcast is about. It's about inviting people to
yeah.
chat. Some people don't feel comfortable being on the stream. Some people do. So it's like that.
So yes, that's about. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts for anything basically content creation, teaching, and whatnot. And yeah, that. I think if I talk anymore, I'm gonna actually lose my tongue. But thank you for inviting me for the stream. I always
No, thank you
enjoy
very much for joining in.
yeah, I always appreciate when people give me the space to discuss something like this, even
No
public
worries.
or
This is
private.
definitely really important. But yes, once
Yes.
again, thank you
Very-
everyone very much for hopping into the stream. It really was fun. Thank you again, $18 for being our 40th episode's guest. Remember,
Yes,
number
number
40 is
4.
already like impressive. I didn't even know how the hell I got to episode 40.
Okay, you got more people to invite now.
Yeah. We actually have our 41st episode tomorrow. I think slightly earlier, probably at 10 a.m. So yes,
Mm-hmm.
we'll see you then. Bye
All
bye.
right. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.
Let me just quickly find the BGM.
BGM for what, huh?
The ending. Um, let's try this.
Yes, there you go. All right. Yeah, thanks for having me on. Is the stream over yet? Am I talking on stream? My butt. I know. Exactly. Okay, I know. That's why I want all the viewers to know. Eat my butt.